I'm sorry that I will have to rush due to my back-to-back commitments, but I'm really pleased to be here to join you today to highlight the important work that you have done as Cross-Culture International Foundation in Malta, together with your partners from the United Kingdom, Romania, and Slovenia. Let me begin by thanking and commending the work of Cross-Culture International towards the promotion of inclusion, work which I have personally witnessed over the past years. In fact, I'm pleased to know that in less than a year, this is the third significant project undertaken by Cross-Culture International Foundation. Through this project, which you are launching today, you are not only effectively supporting the professionals who work with vulnerable persons, but I am sure that your efforts will leave a significant impact on the empowerment of people experiencing vulnerability and precarity. I will, in fact, elaborate upon the essential need to empower vulnerable people during my brief remarks. From the outset, I would like to state that we need to do more to ensure the empowerment and inclusion of third country nationals across our European Union and beyond. Education is a powerful tool for empowerment and change. Education gives us a sense of resilience and determination to face challenges in our life situations or circumstances. Education gives us the necessary peace of mind for a sustainable future. Education promotes the holistic well-being of humanity. Undoubtedly, we are living in times of extraordinary challenges and changes, which are reshaping the ways we live and work. Significant changes are affecting all life on our planet and leading us to reassess our place in the world. Access to education and employment is strengthening communities in some parts of the world. Unfortunately, other parts of the world still live in precarity and in situations of inequity and inequality due to the lack of access to education and employment. In this context, we cannot afford to forget the sense of powerlessness and despair that people in certain countries feel due to a lack of socio-economic prosperity. Unfortunately, these people are abandoning their homes and undertaking uncertain and dangerous journeys in search of a better life for themselves and their families. And we're speaking in the shadow of another tragedy which happened yesterday, where 30, mostly infants, drowned in the Mediterranean. I believe that we can only make the right and more effective changes to our societies when we feel included within our communities. We must be empowered to be active citizens. We must make ourselves heard. We must promote meaningful action for change within our nations. I am pleased to know that this project being launched today is an example from civil society of the practical initiatives we can undertake to promote the right changes for stronger communities, more resilient societies, and more peaceful nations. This project shows us a range of inspiring ways to prioritize the needs of the vulnerable people, to provide them with professional assistance in order to build healthier lives, and to create the necessary pathways towards full participation within society, thus ensuring inclusive and equitable societies. Many people leaving their countries for one reason or another find themselves as newcomers in societies which are all too often ill-equipped to effectively meet their basic needs. This fact is of special importance where issues of vulnerability are concerned. Vulnerability has a broad definition. Vulnerability encompasses economic precarity, but also includes health risks, both physical and mental, trauma as a result of violence, such as smuggling and trafficking, social exclusion, and all circumstances which create a sense of insecurity or defenselessness. At the root of vulnerability, there is a larger problem, namely the imbalances of power which operate within our societies. These imbalances are all the more obvious when talking about the experiences of third country nationals. Some of these imbalances of power are evident in the limited access to information about their rights and lack of access for assistance and support. As a result of such imbalances, many vulnerable individuals are excluded from full and equitable participation in society. Such a state of affairs runs contrary to the process of democratic participation and equitable inclusion. Democratic participation and equitable inclusion are the essential foundations of democratic societies. How can we boast about healthy and fully functional democracies if amongst our communities there are still people that are denied access to education, to job opportunities, or to much needed psychosocial assistance? When people within our communities are socially, economically excluded, then our communities are predisposed to social tensions, and subsequently the whole of society suffers and is at risk. I am pleased to know that this project is promoting innovative ways of connecting educators and professionals with people who are experiencing challenges. I'm also pleased to note that this project will effectively help to remedy some of the imbalances of power that are experienced by vulnerable people. I believe that we must be committed to address the immediate material needs of most vulnerable people. However, I also believe that we must be even more committed to address their long-term needs, such as education, employment, and healthcare, which will subsequently help to build resilient, inclusive, and peaceful communities. I must commend this international synergy which you have created. It is evident that when we work in synergies, our efforts result in sharing good practices and creating opportunities across borders. This project bears witness to this fact. I am sure that such partnerships will strengthen the relationships between participating organizations and their members across civil society and all sectors that work with the third country nationals. In concluding, let me urge all stakeholders to make use of the tools that are being launched today, the training manual, the e-learning platform, and the mobile platform. I am sure that using these tools, professionals will be better able to identify and assist vulnerable third country nationals to implement effective systems of inclusion. I really must thank you for your work and the work you have done, and I augur you success to this project and to its future outcomes. Thank you so much.